Out in the cold water, far from land, they waited every night for the coming of the fog.
And it came. McDunn and Johnny sent out the red, white, then red and white again, to eye the ships.
If they did not see the light, they heard the voice.
McDunn was talking quietly to Johnny. It's a lonely life, isn't it? Hopefully you are used to it by now.
Johnny replied hesitantly, "Yes, but you're a good talker. Thank the Lord."
They joked around a little, then McDunn got serious. You know, when you're not here, I think of the mysteries of the sea. The ocean's the biggest snowflake ever. It rolls and swells 1,000 shapes and colors, no two alike. Strange. Sometimes I think maybe the tower draws in things from the sea, with its god light flashing from it and the tower declaring itself with a monster voice. Strange.
Johnny had been looking at McDunn while he was telling his stories and noticed he was nervously blinking and had been nervous all day and hadn't said why.
McDunn talked about the depths of the ocean and the puniness of man, and finally said to Johnny he had something special he was going to tell him.
In the background, they could hear the foghorn. Sounds like an animal, don't it, McDunn noted? A big, lonely animal, crying in the night, sitting here on the edge of the 10 billion years, calling out to the deeps, "I'm here, I'm here, I'm here."
Johnny grew nervous as he realized McDunn was leading into his story. About this time of year, something comes to visit the lighthouse. I can't explain it to you very much. Just sit and watch.
Half an hour passed with only a few whispers between them. As they waited and grew bored, McDunn explained his sea theories to Johnny. Then suddenly, something caught the attention of the two lonely men in the tower. Ripples followed by waves. Something was moving toward the lighthouse.
Then a head appeared from the dark sea, followed by a long neck and more neck. It rose out of the water 40 feet tall, the deep sea dripping from its body.
Johnny said, "That's impossible."
McDunn noted, "No, we're impossible. The dinosaurs hid away in the deeps millions of years ago, down in the deep, in the deepest deeps of the depths."
The foghorn blew and the monster answered.
Every year the beast takes its time to resurface and call to the foghorn, looking for its lived ones, McDunn said.
McDunn talked along about the monster and why it comes calling to the lighthouse. Then he did something. He later regret. He switched off the foghorn. The monster stopped looking for the sound. His eyes caught fire as it looked at the lighthouse and charged for the tower. McDunn fumbled with the switch. But the monster crashed into the lighthouse, sending it to crumbling pieces. The next year, they built a new lighthouse. As for McDunn and Johnny, they escaped to the cellar that night. Johnny never went back to the... And for McDunn, he never saw the monster again.